Alright guys, the interior looks fantastic. The red, the silver, it's a hit. Chassis is not working so well. So, noticed while I was driving, got really weird steering issue. One of my screws has already fallen out of the hub, and I found a screw in the floor the other day, which blows me away because I have not driven this truck since that one little test in the last video. And yeah, just randomly found this stainless screw in the floor. So now we know where it came from. Now we know where we need the Loctite. Go ahead and get that out. Still having issues with this electronics. So not sure everything was wired up right to start with. Had a couple things I had to change. And yeah, I turned it on. It beeps a few times. That's a little song. I can't find anything on Holmes' website about what beeps mean what. I can't get it to go back into calibration mode using all the tips on the website. So if anybody's got any ideas how to do that, it sat there and it would work for a minute, then it would shudder and it would kind of go bang 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 bang. It wouldn't run smoothly. Came in here, took it back apart, turned it on and off a few times, and it's been working fine now. So hopefully it stays that way. But if we put it up and then we come back to it for the next video and it does it again, we'll have to talk to Mr. Holmes, see if he's got any tips on what the cause is. But it's working fine now. So other than the wheel falling off. Major issue though, the shocks are way too soft. I don't want to crank the coils down on them anymore. They're already pretty far down. And I think we need some different springs, some heavier oil, because like I said, remember this is a steel chassis, heavy truck. And now we've got a full interior and stuff back in it, so it's got some oomph to it. I don't have a scale, or actually I do have a scale. Hold on, that'll work. Zero it out. Where's the dial? Alright, well, back it down just a little bit. Alright, let's see what this bad boy weighs, battery and all. I can't get it to stay up here. There we go. We are at, I'd say 8 3/4 pounds. So, not the heaviest truck I've ever seen, but compared to my TF2s and stuff, that's pretty stout. So another big issue I'm having, I don't know if it's just the steering binding up or something. We're getting a whole lot of body tilt on right turns. And that could just be a combination. We got a Reefs 444 in there, a lot of torque. We got way too soft a shock. And yeah. So I don't know. I'm not getting much left turn either. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to go ahead and Loctite all those hub screws, put that one back in. We'll see if that cleans anything up. Alright, so I got those Loctited. You can see here, we're just getting so much drop. Ideally, you want your pitman arm to be as parallel to your drag link as possible. I mean, it's hard to do that, especially with this full 4-link. I added a bigger spacer in here. I don't know that it's helped anything. We may have to put a bigger spacer over here, see if we can get that a little bit more parallel. We still have plenty of room to work with in here. We've got room between the frame. We've got room between here. So if we throw another, I don't know, we already have like probably 6 or 7 millimeters in there. May have to up that to a 9 mil. See if we can get it down. You see, that's keeping it from actually up traveling as far too. It's getting pulled on by the steering arm. So I have another idea that might work. We're gonna have to flip the servo to this side of the chassis so it hangs down more. May have been like that to start with. I don't remember. But we're out of time for this video today, so we're not going to do that. We'll do some of the troubleshooting in the next episode on it. I've got to figure out the shock situation. I've got to do some digging, see if I can find some other shocks, or other springs for these shocks, see how that does. I've got to play with some different rates, maybe get some different fluids. I did pick up some heavier weight fluid. But that wraps it up for this installment, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. And yeah, let me know in the comments any suggestions for springs and some of the issues I've got going on here. I did want to point out one more thing. You can see I cut that back seat down so it's level with the bottom of the window. Just looks a little more proportionate to me. I didn't like that because we cut about 1/2 inch off of that. Then you wrap fabric on top of it, and man, it covers half the window. It just didn't look right. So in real life, those trucks have a tiny little window, so your seat really doesn't stick up that much. But yeah, I love the red. I'm really happy with that. Just need to get the rest of this other stuff sorted out. This truck's almost there. But until next time, guys, keep it scale. I'll see y'all in the next video.